Before you start creating your product, establish a business, find means to market, you must first determine who you want to sell to and whether they are buyers or not. This is Niche Marketing 101 made easy. Throughout this course, you will learn how to find highly profitable and hungry markets. You will be going through the process of researching and brainstorming possible niches. Within this module, you will also be discovering some of the tools which are readily available online that will help you to untap and discover niches in the quickest time possible. After this, you should never be stuck with ideas or have an issue finding a profitable niche again. So let's begin. Let's begin by briefly explaining what is a niche market. A niche market is basically the subset of the market on which a specific product is focusing on. Niche marketing, on the other hand, is a technique used by affiliates and product vendors to seek out small segments of larger markets. A product or website is then created to serve these unique targeted audiences by providing specific solutions to them. You might be wondering, why is niche marketing so important? Niche marketing is important because you are to be viewed as an expert and provide solutions for your audiences. And if you're going to provide solutions for your audiences and would want them to buy from you, you would need to be the expert. With that said, it is easier to be an expert at one thing than an expert at all things. Furthermore, customers only buy from people they like, admire, and also trust. So by focusing on a smaller niche market, you will have more targeted customers and less competition as well. So let's think about the concept of niche marketing for a while. Before you can sell something, you need an audience, correct? And to sell to an audience, you need to understand them. Once you understand your audience, you need to promote a relevant product to them. Niche hunting, also known as your market research, is the root and key to all successful campaigns. It is very crucial that you understand this point because it is very important to select the right market before you decide what kind of product to sell. Many affiliates, merchants, and internet marketers, when they research online, they make a mistake by choosing a product to sell first, when beforehand, they should really choose the right market first. Because the principle is, you need to understand the audience before you can actually provide a solution to them. Therefore, this makes your market research the most important and critical aspect of your entire campaign. Now let's identify what are the niche hunting objectives and what are the things that you need to be looking out for when you're doing your market research. Step 1. Find a hot, hungry, starving crowd. Notice the emphasis here is hot, hungry, starving crowd. By hot, hungry, and starving, these people are those that are ever ready to pull out their wallets to buy a solution. You're not going to be finding just any audience, but you're going to be looking for an audience that wants to spend money on your products. Step 2. You are to analyze and understand their problems, trends, and behaviors. In order to sell to them, you need to understand what is going through their mind, what are the problems that they are experiencing, and also what are the trends and behaviors they have throughout the year. Step 3. You are to brainstorm specific solutions that you can provide to them based on your market findings. So now that you've already found your hungry market, you've understood their problems, you're then to become the expert who provides a solution to their problems. When you're doing your niche hunting, you should satisfy a few points. You should satisfy what are the specific market needs, which price range is most suited for this audience, what is the production quality in the existing market, what is the demographic intended to impact. So, the questions that you should ask yourself before building a successful campaign are: Number 1, who exactly is your audience? Number 2, what are they looking for? Number 3, how can you help them? 4, what can you offer them? And finally, the most important question is, why would they listen to you rather than anyone else? Before we start searching for your niches, you need to understand how the niche process works. Step 1, you need to find a niche. Step 2, you need to understand the niche. Step 3, you need to create and find a product to promote to this niche. and this is where you're going to provide a solution to them. Step 4. You build your campaign, your copywriting, traffic and website that caters to your market. Step 5. You reap in the big profits. Before we go in depth of using tools to find your niches, there are 3 main industries that are highly lucrative that you should be aware of. They are health, wealth and relationships. You can never really go wrong with this because these are the 3 main industries where people are always having problems and desperately looking for solutions. However, these 3 categories mentioned here are very broad. So what you need to do is to follow the tools that will be demonstrated later to dig deeper into these broad categories to find a more specific niche. This way, you can become the expert to provide specific solutions to your chosen niche easier, faster and better. Some lucrative markets are people in transitions. For example, if someone just lost a $5,000 salary job, he will be at a point where he's frustrated and desperately needs some sort of income replacement. He would probably need to find alternative means to make money soon or find another job as soon as possible. You may target this niche by providing them a how to make money online course or presenting them a home-based business opportunity. Another example would be a wife filing for a divorce. This is also a transitional period where the couple may be looking for a specific solution for the family or solutions on how to move forward with their relationship. Sometimes one side of the couple may even be seeking out advice to get back together with a spouse or partner. So people in transitions are normally hungry because they are desperately in need to get out of their current chaos. Another lucrative market is the in the news trends. In the news trends happens normally with a quick dash. It's a wave that needs to be caught. An example of the in the news trends would be the recent retrenchment and unemployment news. People losing their jobs are buzzing all over the news. These people are currently in chaos. They've lost their jobs and will most definitely need to find a replacement as soon as possible to sustain their lifestyle and their monthly commitments. Another example would be celebrity diets. Buzzing news about the latest celebrity diets can most likely be read and heard of through the latest gossip magazines, TV channels like e-news or websites under the Today's Picks session. You'll see that when a trend swings through the media, it is hot and people very often craze about it during that period of time. People that ride on this wave want to find out more about this particular trend to see how it can actually help them in any means. Moving forward, we're going to use some tools that are readily available online for some niche hunting strategies. These tools are free, so there's no need for you to actually pay for any of them. The 7 strategies that will be demonstrated here are more than enough for you to find thousands of niches and build a very profitable campaign. The 7 niche hunting strategies that we'll be going through are Google Directory, Google Keyword Tool, Google Trends, MSN, Forums, ClickBank, and Quantcast. The first strategy is to use Google Directory. You can get access to this tool by going to the URL google.com/dirhp. Or more easily, you can head over to the Google search engine and just type in Google Directory and you'll find this website very easily. When you enter the Google Directory website, this is exactly what you will see on the Google Directory first page. You'll see a list of broad categories. These are very broad markets, so how we use this tool is to dig deeper to find a specific niche from it. How you use the Google Directory tool is to start broad and then dig deep. So start by clicking on one of the broad categories which you may be interested in promoting. Let's try health, because health is a very well searched, and as we talked about earlier, it's a lucrative industry. So let's go deeper and see how far we can narrow this industry. After clicking on the health category, you will then see a list of subcategories under the health category. The numbers in gray, which are next to the subcategories, are basically the number of subcategories within this main market. So as you can see, there are thousands and thousands of ideas that you can explore from over here. If you were to dig deeper under health and then to conditions and diseases, you will see that there are even more specific niches that you can drill down into. So let's go on and dig down deeper even more until you find a niche that is narrow and specific enough. After 4 levels of digging, we have just found sleep apnea as one of the possible niches you can enter. And the beauty is, you did this in less than a minute. Look over at the top of the breadcrumb navigation. We started with health, then conditions and diseases, then to sleep disorders, and finally, sleep apnea is a niche we have identified within this market. Another way to use this tool is to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there you will see a number of related web pages for this particular niche we have identified. You can make use of this section as information research to explore more about your niche. The second strategy is to use the Google keyword tool. You can also find this tool just by simply searching on the term Google keyword tool in the Google search engine. This is an amazing tool because it will tell you how many times a keyword or phrase has been searched on a monthly basis. It also gives you information on the advertising competition for any keywords. The information you can gather from the keyword tool is invaluable because you'll be able to identify the popularity of the keywords and gauge the profitability of those keywords. If there is a high search volume for a specific keyword, then it means that a lot of people are looking for information related to that term. If the advertising competition level is high, it indicates that a lot of marketers are advertising on those keywords, and most likely means that it is profitable term because marketers are spending money on those keywords. So how you use those tools is like this. Step 1. Key in one keyword or phrase per line. In this case, we're going to start with the term how to cure. Some other keywords that you can use for your research are terms like how to remove, natural remedies, home remedies, treatments, solutions, lessons, instructions, reviews, secrets, learn. The purpose of researching for keywords like this is to trigger the shopper's mindsets. What we want to do is to go into the shopper's mindset and see what are the problems that they are encountering. If they are searching for these terms, then it means that they are facing problems related to those keywords. Step 2. Type in the characters that you see in the picture that appears on your screen. This is basically for Google to know that you are not a robot and that an actual human is utilizing this tool. Lastly, all you need to do is hit the Get Keyword IDs button and wait a couple of seconds for the system to crawl through the search engine. What you will then see is a list of keywords that users are typing in the Google search engine. In this demonstration, we have researched under the term how to cure, and you can see there's a great deal of invaluable ideas and niches that you can pluck out from this data. Some of the results we've gathered from this 1-minute search are how to cure acne, how to cure constipation, how to cure eczema, how to cure depression, and lots more. In column B, the advertiser competition is a bar that shows an indication of the amount of marketers that are advertising on these specific search terms. If the bar is full, this goes to show that this is a profitable niche because people are actually paying money to advertise on it. However, this could also indicate that there are a lot of competition in this niche as well. In columns C and D, you will see local search volume and a global monthly search respectively. These numbers represents the amount of people that are searching on this key phrase for the month. For strategy number 3, we will use a tool called Google Trends. Same like the previous 2 strategies, all you need to do is go to the Google search engine and type in Google Trends, and you will find this tool readily available. How Google Trend works is it will show you the search trends of users. It will draft out a graph and show you the user's search trend and behaviors over a period of number of months and years. Let's demonstrate this tool by researching on a term like lose weight. After typing in the lose weight term and clicking on the search trends button, you'll see a graph plotted like this. From this lose weight search term, you can see from a graph that there is normally a spike at the end of each year. This indicates that there is a much higher search behavior for the term lose weight at the end of the year. Some of the reasons behind this behavior could be because people are getting ready for Christmas or possibly entering towards their weight loss New Year's resolutions. By using Google Trends tool, you can see whether a niche will be a profitable market to go into or not. Ideally, you would want to step into a market that has a rising trend. For this lose weight market example, you can see that overall, you can see between 2004 up to 2009, there's been an increasing trend in the lose weight market, and this is a good indication. if you're researching on a market and it results